Welcome back to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, your time. Thank you for your continued support. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Turn on the bell, you get to know when we upload new video. Guys, the clip you're about to watch is the interview that was held by Oprah with Meghan and Harry. And this interview has set the media on fire. Yes, you're going to be hearing discussion on it. Tell me your thoughts on the section below, and I will see you also in my next video. Please watch.
Did you make Kate cry?
No.
So where did that come from? Was there a situation where she might have cried or she could have cried?
No, the reverse happened.
To go.
Oh, Dad, you could have a daughter.
And I just didn't want to be alive anymore. And that was a very clear and real and frightening, constant thought.
My family literally cut me off financially, and I had to afford security for us.
Wait, hold up, wait a minute. Your family cut you off?
Yeah, in the first quarter of 2020. But I've got what my mum left me, and without that, we would not have been able to do this.
That interview.
Let me give my reaction to you, Piers, okay? Your every rant you've just given the last hour, it's honestly, you're such a liar and a disgrace.
Yeah, but you're about to do the same thing. I'm giving you the platform. You talk about the interview. You trash me every time you come on. You trash me every time you come on, which is exactly the thing you accuse me of doing. If you've got something to say about the interview, say it.
Let me finish. You bring out coverage about Meghan and Harry on their wedding day and the engagement, but conveniently forget to show the coverage before they got engaged, between the engagement and the marriage. So you conveniently forget that Prince Harry, in November 2016, talked about the racist undertones of the media. You conveniently forget all of that to paint this picture that all was rosy and hunky-dory. Nonsense. And then you were lording over the Queen. Listen, by all means, let's applaud the Queen when she does something right. But when she does something wrong, we need to call her out.
What does she do wrong? What does she do wrong?
What kind of grandmother? Let me finish. What kind of grandmother would be so close to her grandson, Harry, but then not use her power and influence as Queen to protect them from the racist media coverage?
I find what you're saying about the Queen actually disgraceful. I find what you're saying, you're entitled to your opinion, Shola. Sorry, no, I'm allowed to respond to what you've just said.
Is rooted, listen, you might learn something. The royal family as an institution is rooted in colonialism, white supremacy, and racism. The legacy is right there. So you're now surprised that a comment would have been made by several members of the royal family about how dark Archie's skin is.
It's not several members, actually. No, you can't spew lies.
All right. Harry and Meghan.
Are we allowed to engage in any of this?
Let me finish.
Well, you're not stopping.
That Harry and Meghan had the audacity to speak that truth, than you should be at the actual outrage of racism.
Right, okay. Am I allowed to respond to this? Am I allowed to respond yet?
You can respond now.
Okay. I think what you just said about the Queen is disgusting. I think it's unbelievable. You talk about the behaviour of a 19.
Am I lying when I said that?
Allow me to say what I'm. Allow me to explain.
And the institution is protecting.
Right. Allow me to defend our royal family. Thank you.
You tell me.
Right. If you stop shouting, I'll answer you. You're going to stop shouting?
Oh, after you stop shouting.
Yeah. Let me tell you why I think what you said was disgusting. The Queen is 94 years old, right? Her husband is 99. He's lying in hospital for the 4th week, seriously ill. You talk about how could. Please let me speak, Shola.
Everybody, come on, let's
please
just
let me
stay
speak.
calm.
Okay, whenever you're finished.
Recovery, but the reality is you cannot.
So I'd like to finish my sentence, please.
Any omissions or conduct
I would like to finish my sentence.
What your family has done that has perpetuated racism.
Okay.
You don't cover it up.
Can I please finish my sentence?
You have to be able to call her out when she's done something wrong.
I'm going to finish my sentence now if you stop shouting at me. Here's the finish of my sentence.
Guys.
You talk about the behaviour of a 94-year-old monarch and you say that she should have done more. What about the behaviour of Harry and Meghan, who are spray gunning his family on global television as Philip lies in hospital? You might laugh. I don't think it's funny. I think it's piling hurt on the Queen, who is already suffering greatly from her husband's illness.
I'm going to respond to that. What I don't think is funny, I'll tell you what I don't think is funny. It's the fact that you are such a disappointment. I wish to God one day you would even surprise me. You constantly use your platform as a wealthy, white, privileged man with powered influence to
what a load of nonsense, honestly.
The bigoted,
what a load of race-baiting nonsense.
And the misogynist attacks on Meghan Markle. And you do it so shamelessly.
We have done more. We have done more on racial issues on this show than any other show on television. You're talking. Shola, you can keep shouting.
Deny that the royal family has any racist undertone or actions against the first biracial, simply because you're in love with the Queen?
No, I think what you're doing now.
You can love the Queen, but you should be able to call out actions done by the royal family when they've got it wrong.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you trash the Queen. Sorry. Just not going to let you do it.
Well,
I'm not going to let you do it. But you've had your say. Let's bring in Johnson Bahari now. I presume you'll let Johnson Bahari talk, will you? He won the Victoria Cross for serving his country. Maybe give him time to speak now. Johnson, welcome to the programme. As you can see, temperatures are running high about this. You won the Victoria Cross serving this country. You're a black man. Is this country racist? You know the royal family well. You've met many of them. Is the royal family racist?
I could only speak from my experience. I personally, my time, been loads of invitation, visiting the royal family, visit in Buckingham Palace, charity engagement with Prince Harry and other members of the royal family, and the way I have been treated up to date by the general public in Britain, I could never say that.
So when you hear that, you hear Meghan Markle in particular characterise the royal family as a racist institution, what is your reaction to that?
My personal reaction is I don't believe it because I never experienced it. I went to the palace on numerous occasions where the audience is quite diverse. Everyone is happy and having a good time. And the royal family, for me personally, I never seen it. Never experienced it.
Okay, Johnson, and it's good to hear your perspective. But you would also acknowledge that if somebody who had come into the royal family had an experience that she felt either with the press, had tones of racism, or the way that her son or her children were being spoken about had tones of racism, you would want those allegations to be taken seriously, would you not?
Well, that's in any walks of life. Anything like that, it should be dealt with. But I don't think it should be dealt with in the public.
Shall we have a listen to that part of the interview? Because it clearly is, from our discussions, the most incendiary part of the interview. Let's have a listen. Johnson, it feels like we need to know more about that conversation and what happened.
Me, again, I don't believe that happened. If it happened and they feel free to talk about it, just bring up the topic, why then they don't explain it? Well, who said it? Where did it happen? I don't believe it.
And what was the context? We don't have the context. There are many families in this country who are biracial, where one parent's white, one parent's black.